Aloha soul family, soul Ohana Kapualani here. Thank you so much for joining me. We've got some powerful energies. I mean, when hasn't it been, right? Intense. But this particular, even though of course these are timeless, so anytime you're seeing this, of course, you always just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But we are in the full moon, Pisces and full moon lunar eclipse. So very, very powerful stuff, all about release, and the biggest word coming through, forgiveness, you know. And so we just take it layer by layer here. So let's tune in. We got a card flying out here. Death. Yeah, okay. So we've got the ancestral realms, the other side. We've got the closing out of cycles. We're putting things to rest, okay? And keeping in mind that with the lunar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse, especially in Pisces, because Pisces, I feel like health related for some, I mean, maybe I'm wrong in that, but he had health and dreams for some reason. Definitely ancestral stuff. But anyway, as I was saying, wow, a lot of things already, Spirit. Let's focus on the breath. Breathing deeply in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Getting grounded, centered, and cleared. And as you breathe in through the nose, setting some goals and intentions as you exhale through your mouth. Giving thanks, gratitude, appreciation to your higher self. Look at that. The Empress energy coming through, these cycles of the world. Wow, these heavy hitters already. So this is not a time, this is what I wanted to say about full moon lunar eclipse. If you didn't know this, I'll let you know now. This is not a time to focus on manifesting anything. This is not a time to be taking action, trying to push anything forward right now. Okay, this is a time to go inward. This is a time for reflection. This is a time for rest and recovery. This is time for release. There may have been, you know, even though the word purging comes to mind, I want to say that you may have experienced a form of purging over the last week or two, even maybe the last month. I don't know why, but even in the last, if you had some significant health stuff for whatever reason in the past month, this full moon is gonna be really not, it's like gonna be giving you some, not just perspective, it's gonna be tying all that up. Yeah, full circle perspective, that world energy. So okay, let's see here. Already a lot of downloads. All right, so decisions. Wow, look at that. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, all about the past, taking that time to slow down. 9 of Wands. I'm trying to, like, do I leave here? We'll go back to it maybe. All right, so I'm feeling to keep these front and center for now. You're moving on from some things. There's a lot of core healing going on. You are being guided spiritually. There's a purification process, and I think you know it. I'm pretty sure that you're aware of it. All right. There are ancestors waiting to connect with you, to meet with you. They've been connecting to you, they've been reaching out, they've been extending. There may be a lot of relationship stuff coming up, because I mean, look at this is very much masculine, feminine. I always go from the core, because it's everything is that ripple effect from the inside out, right? And so we need to really love ourselves. We need to really care for and you know, work on whatever boundaries, limits, and things that we need to honor and acknowledge and work, you know what I'm saying? But there's something very much here, a lot of emotional stuff. There may be a lot of emotional purging, that word purging again coming up. There may be a lot of this, maybe a desire to move forward and onward into more comforting times, I'm hearing, and it's coming. But again, that's where this is that time to put on the brakes. You know, if there's been any kind of urgency or hustle, you know, feeling like you don't have enough time is on your side here. Okay, time is on your side here. Things are solidifying as you're, you know, continuing to honor your own core. Excuse me. I was waiting for that sneeze, but that indicates truth. You know, it's hitting it on the nose when you sneeze. But there's definitely some sacred union stuff going on here. Okay, definitely some sacred union stuff. 4, 5, 6 on my timer as I'm saying this. So let's open things up. Look at that. Yeah, Queen of Cups. So all the emotional stuff, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but because this is a Pisces full moon lunar eclipse, I'm just going to honor that, of course. And even here in this Two of Pentacles, there's the water here in the background. So even as you're trying to make your decisions, there's something very emotional about it, or something that may feel very emotionally unstable right now. And so the Queen of Cups coming up front and center is very much saying that, you know, this is that, like I said, boundaries, limits. Okay, purification, but not so much as needed to take an act of doing that. Yeah, maybe. No. Rest, recovery, and just being very, very grounded right now. Tuning into your feelings, your emotions, being clear, doing a cleanse. Yeah, an emotional cleanse. Maybe a salt bath, you know, to assist in the release sort of process. Honoring that core, honoring your wants, needs, your own core nurturing and nourishment, allowing yourself to connect with your emotions more than anything, especially if you haven't allowed yourself, or you haven't had the time. Make the time, take the time, make the time, that whole thing. All right. It's very important right now that you do this, because, you know, yeah, the Chariot, there's that Cancer energy. Look at all of this, a lot of this emotion, lost in emotions. Once again, I feel like I said that in another reading, but coming up again, but this Chariot, because, you know, the challenge is that, like anything else, even when you are standing still, life is, you know, moving and grooving all around us. Doesn't stop ever, right? Life doesn't stop for us. And so the Chariot is that reminder and showing up to say, just keep in mind that if you're feeling unstable or just weird, number one, it's the moon, it's a lunar eclipse. I mean, you know, just even the tones of the energies and the colors here, the black and the white, that yin yang, everything is about the feminine masculine balance, right? I mean, it's all been part, you know, that sacred feminine, sacred masculine reintegration. You know, as you love and connect with your core self, again, it's even from the masculine and feminine, but remember I said this in another session, form and being, right? We're connecting here. And so maybe a little bit of a challenge when we're just, you know, trusting in the journey, right? Where that Chariot, you got to maintain and sustain control. It might be a little bit difficult right now to stay focused, because that moon, it does some stuff, you know, woo! Things may be feeling very wobbly right now, but nevertheless, you are in control. It may not feel like it. It may feel like you maybe have lost control a little bit. Maybe you don't want to be in control, I'm hearing. Maybe you just want to let go of the reins. Be like, I don't want to deal with this right now. You know, but that, again, is maybe part of the challenge. So slow down. Okay, slow down, and just remember, like, you don't have to keep pushing, going, doing. Okay, there's a time to rest is necessary. Okay, and you know, I'm that certified yoga instructor. I may have brought it up before, but Shavasana, right? Mindful rest. It's, you are intentionally rest, like saying, I am resting my body, you know, and so that's where we're coming into that mindful state of being. Okay, coming into that mindful state of being. All right, what you're not seeing, and see, we've got these pentacles here in the background energy. And I love that it's the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, because 2 + 8, 10. Hey, so, you know, the Eight of Pentacles here, things are still in process. All right, this is saying, again, with these particular energies, we're not trying to manifest or call anything in right now. That will, you know, we already did the last new moon. We're going to be doing it in this next eclipsing phase or whatnot. That's, you know, or with the next new moon, excuse me, whatever that is. Sorry, you can leave it in the comments if you want, but the answer, whatever that is. You know what I'm talking about. But the Eight of Pentacles here is about just refining the steps that you've already taken, refining the work that you've already done. the work on yourself, your whatever it is, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, on your career, on your love life, your relationship, that kind of a thing. Again, relationships may be very significant right now. And here's the thing, this particular lunar energy and lunar phase, full moon, lunar eclipse, it is all, again, it's all about the inside out and healing of our own core self. So where you feel separate from anything, your dreams, your dream life, your dream love, whatever the deal is, all right, that's where it's like, okay, that is not, where do I need to be okay with being here and now, knowing like, okay, I put those, the universe knows my intentions, knows my desires, you know what I mean? I feel it so deeply. And so it's like, if it's causing you some distress in any way, like I said, that urgency or like, restlessness or anxiousness, that's where it's like, what can you do about it? Let's just make some sense out. I gotta bring out the bell for that one. Bah! Give it to the fire. Give it to the bah! Like, seriously, what the heck can you do about it? Right? You want to be in that career job so badly, be in that movie industry, be in that music, whatever the heck the thing, I don't know what it is. Dream house, dream life, dream relationship, like I said. And you're like, you know what I mean? What can you do about it? Sure, get the tears out, get the screaming, let it all out. Let it all out. Give it to the fire. Light your own candle if you want to use one on the screen. You know what I mean? It's there free virtually and indefinitely, so long as this video is streaming. But yeah, light your own candle to purify the space, just very, very simply, to even just that fire energy to restore the chi. Yeah, restoration of the chi. But that Eight of Pentacles, when you're not seeing, things are coming together behind the scenes. All right? They're coming together. And just, when you decide to take care of you and love you, like when you wake up in the morning, if it's your use to just go straight to the tech or just zombie robot mode, whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe, just maybe, we decide that, okay, tomorrow morning, you know what? I'm going to just, at least before I just autopilot this or that, I'm going to catch myself and I'm going to breathe and just give myself at least 10 seconds of mindfulness. I know sometimes a minute is a really long time, but 10 seconds, it'll do you. Breathing in and out mindfully takes a good 8 seconds. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all? It's like 8. Hey, in this figure 8 here. Let's connect to the breath. All right. So let's see what is coming to fruition. Get some guidance here. These energies. The Hangman. Whoa. What's the guidance? What do we say? I believe this is Piscean energy. Please forgive me if I am inaccurate. But Hangman, we're looking at things from a different perspective, mindfully and intentionally. Okay, this is serving you to put things on hold for now. It's serving you to not push. It's serving you to manage, to do, like, shift how. This is the time, again, to consider changing your routine up a little. I'm not saying drastically, all right? But like I said, 10 seconds of mindfulness, of breathing, and then maybe add on one more second to give a little bit of gratitude to that breath and like life and all that jazz. You know what I mean? And even here in this particular image, right, of the Hangman, we've got water. So there's a lot of water showing up. Even here in the background of this chariot, we've got water, a lot of water showing up here. So I feel like this is very validating. Spirit is with you. Spirit is with us here in this reading. I mean, always, but definitely I can feel really, let's just take a minute even to breathe, if you like, into the heart space, and just as you're breathing in, just see your heart chakra opening up and receiving all this beautiful, rich gold light, white light, soft pink, love, pure unconditional love energy from the earth, from source, the galactic central sun. Don't forget to exhale. As you're exhaling, just releasing anything and everything that no longer serves your highest, greatest good. All right, breathing in all that beautiful, rich life force energy for rejuvenation, restoration, recalibration, transmutation, all the Asians. And as you're exhaling, of course, releasing, giving that up to the sun, letting all the heaviness drop out into the earth. Instant transmutation, the core of the earth. I don't know if you guys, if you listen to some of my other ones, if you remember, they discovered that the core of the earth is actually high pressure water. So it just pure vapor, like, you know, kind of stuff that it has the potential to do. I guess something like that. I don't know. Very hot water. That's all I know. But nevertheless, opening your eyes if you haven't done so already. And thank you for bearing with me on that little bit of breathing exercise. But let's see here what we can anticipate. Woo! Dang, we got all the water signs. Scorpio, come on now. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Come on now. You can't see me, but my arms are folded. This is ridiculous, y'all. 111 right now. I'm not even kidding you. I wish I could take a picture of this so you. I know you believe me. I know you do. That is just too. I gotta give that a bell. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Come on now, Spirit. So what's going to happen at Tower? Woo! But I feel like you're anticipating this. We're getting off of that. Something, whatever has been keeping you stuck and on hold involuntarily, all right, karmically speaking, it's going to get knocked right out. Tower. Wow. Holy smokes. Release the bats, man. The bats. There's something here with bats, y'all. Sonar. All right. Even with the hangman. So you're going to be right side up again. We said this in the last session. If you did not hear the last session, please go and listen to it. It's free. I mean, it's there. And if you want to go to the extension, you can. And by the way, if you are new, I do offer an extended version of this reading. We go into things deeper, all right? It starts at $1.11. It's pay what you can. It's only $1.11. I get like maybe 50 cents worth of that. It's not a big deal. But literally, check it out is my point. You know what I'm trying to say? So this Tower energy, a complete shift in reality, a complete shift in perspective. Where you have been put on hold or stuck, something's going to just knock that out. Destiny is going to be kicking in, banging down your door, whether you want it to or not. Okay, like there's some really powerful, strong energies happening here. There's something with this duality energy that's like, okay, this is like integration. I'm really curious to see where this extension energy is going. And you know, I this is part 2 of it, because this is some powerful stuff here, y'all. Okay, shift in reality, breakthroughs for sure. And you know, I gotta say this, I'm not the type, I don't like getting into any of that, like I'm not the type that likes to stoke a fire, like, ooh, yeah, you know what, I'm just, so it just grosses me out. Sorry, trying to get my personal like stuff in there, but can't help it sometimes. My point is, if you've been dealing with the situation, very karmic, toxic situation, for example, and I'm not even talking about, and here's the thing, it's always about energy. It's never a person, okay? People are human beings. Anything that's spewing out of them that's not like truly, honestly, unconditional love, there's always boundaries and stuff, trust me. And nobody is perfect. I, least of all, am like so imperfect. So that's where I can speak from experience. But my point here again is that it's you know, when you see a person out of character or that is not if something is not, if they're like, what, you know what I mean to say, it's the energy, there's something going on there. And it's not about like, my whole thing is blame doesn't help anyone. Okay, so like, lesson of the day, blame doesn't help anyone. And so that's where divine intervention takes place. So if you have felt like you've had a gripe with someone, okay? Even if it's a community, if it's your own family, if it's your employees, if it's your coworkers, if it's your audience, if it's yourself, you know, whatever it is that you have had any type of a long-standing or just recently just really just has been getting under your skin, or you feel you're just out of control, you have no control over it, or something has just been really getting to you, trust me, the other side is going to get theirs. They're going to get their adjustment, their chiropractic. You know, that neck gonna snap, that back gonna crack, you know, snap, crackle, and pop. Like, we're all gonna get adjustments here. All right, that's part of the beauty of this whole thing. And here's the thing, you know, everyone, depending on where you're at in your path, of course, and your karma, blah, 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 as we know, maybe some don't, but, you know, here you go. It's available to us. Spirit, source, creator, this earth is here for us. Do you know what I mean? Woo! You feel that? Just receive, baby, receive. All this water, and even like, oh my gosh, I'm just tripping out here with this water. All right. Man, I don't even know, y'all. I don't even know. This is crazy. But yeah, complete shift in reality is what this lunar energy is going to bring. So, woo! All right, so we're going to do an animal spirit card, and you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do an animal spirit card. If you follow up in the extension again, all right, so this, sorry to say this earlier, but if you're still with me, this is gonna be covering this, you know, what this, again, full moon, lunar eclipse, Pisces is going to be activating, how it's gonna be affecting you, and so forth, and maybe even some of what you can anticipate over the next 7 to 10 days, all right? Generally is kind of so in case you didn't see this during that Pisces, you know, that time or whatever, just give it that period. In the extension, I kind of go into things as we look at it over the next 1 to 4 weeks, okay? And just kind of any other key factors, key players, influences, timings, again, you know, along the lines of that and so forth, that might want to show up otherwise. So we're going to look into this with the animal spirit guide. I'm going to pop into maybe do a yes, no angel answer. So if you want to join us in the extension, we're going to do some angel answer energies, maybe another bonus. I don't know. We'll see. I might pop out this deck. We'll see to get some other influences here. There we got threes, all the 3 energies, you know, so here we go. Let's see. And sorry about that loud. I'm so sorry for that. Very loud. Unnecessarily loud. Bang on the table. So let's see. Animal spirit guide here. Right away. The lion again. Hello, Leo Lion. So we're not all water here. We're not all water. Pride, leadership, royalty, I gotta say, that's just coming through. So I feel like with that, it's about carrying yourself with integrity and respect. Self-respect is a big one here with Leo. And, you know, I feel like I gotta say this with the Leo Lion energy. Or I know this is about Lion, but Leo is very misunderstood. Very intuitive. Very, very sensitive. And not, not prideful in the sense of like, ego. Yeah, that can be in a shadow aspect, of course. You know what I mean? But in the sense where sometimes we do too much on our own. You know what I mean? We're too independent. And so that's where you want to find a little bit of a balance. But there's courage as well. Like, courage is a big one that I'm getting. So here we go with our book. Meaning... All right, patient, regal. Yeah, like I said, royal, regal, complete master. So let us lean into being the epitome of peace and strength. Yeah, peace and strength. That makes sense with that hangman energy. Okay, and the balance with the chariot. And then, of course, that Queen of Cups energy. And let us be mindful of when we are withdrawn or maybe too serious. So to bring this into balance, look at that daily meditation. We did a little bit of breathing. Maybe we'll see in the next chapter, the next part 2 extension, and focus on friendship. So we got to be friends with ourselves first and foremost, right? Friends with ourselves. knowing what we need and what we want in life so that we can be clear in communicating that with the world around us, and we can act accordingly, so that we're not being antithetical to our own wants and needs. I saw 2424 on the timer as I was saying this. So I think we will wrap here for the part 1. But again, if you'd like to join me, it's $111. Sorry, and that was funny. Sorry, it's $111. Pay what you can for the extension. You can find it at my website, kapualani.com/extensions. I will drop the link in the comments, in the description, so forth. So thank you again for being here, and I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. I will see you in the extension.